We in this girl.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Am I opening? Again?
Nah, I got it.
Okay.
What's up, y'all?
Hi.
Let's do this again.
Yes.
I'm Coach Bear. This is Coach Sid. We are Shifted Sight. We are marriage recovery coaches who help people break through toxic cycles and have much better tomorrows. But today, we're doing a segment called Fix It or Forget It. This is episode 2.
2.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right. We have another audience member who has sent us a story, and we want to give them our perspective as coaches. And you guys are now also going to be a part of their journey. So buckle up. All right. My story. That's how it starts. I will be married for 6 years on September 14th. My husband and I currently do not live together. This was my decision. We have 3 children together. This is also crazy because the first episode, they were divorced.
They were divorced, yeah.
And in this episode, they
Now
don't live
living
together. There's a theme. There's a theme.
I mean, you know what they're asking.
That we do. Okay, listen. About 3 years ago, I first found out about his mistress. Unfortunately, he has continued to see the same woman and has been dishonest about it. We recently reached out to our pastor for help, and my husband was advised to attend individual counseling. He started but did not complete the sessions. That's going to get him every time.
Literally.
When you start and don't finish, you're not committed to this process.
Little mini plug. Don't start. I mean, it doesn't have to be with us. We're not saying it because we want you to come to us, but any counseling that you start, keep going.
Commit to the process.
You have to commit to the process.
That is half the fight, y'all. Okay. We had to get that in there, but let's go. All right. Last week, a serious incident occurred. When I asked him to remove his belongings from our home, he physically assaulted me in front of the children. This was not the first time. There have been other incidents of physical abuse in the past, and I have reports at the police station documenting them. Because of this, I no longer allowed him inside the house, but he still disregards my boundaries and comes in when only the kids are there. At the moment, I asked him to take the kids to school, and he agreed. Financially, he pays the rent, light, and water bills while I provide food, internet, and other necessities for the children. However, there are times when he does not provide consistently, and I have to run after him and pressure him to fulfill his responsibilities. Right now, I am somewhat at peace with how things are, but at times I feel like my life is a waste. I struggle with loneliness and with not being able to give my children the life I know that they desire. I am seeking guidance on how to move forward for myself and for my children. Thank you for taking the time to read my story. You're welcome. This is a tough story.
It was tough, and I fear that this will be short. Okay, so the name of this segment is Fix It or Forget It. There are a few things that have to be taken into account. The first, physical abuse. Never, ever okay.
Never.
And that's not to say that emotional abuse is not okay, but it is a bit more subjective and can be taken in a few different ways. Physical abuse is what it is. There's no subjectivity in that.
Absolutely not.
You're not safe. And so that's first. If 100%. You are unsafe, you cannot move forward with this person.
Listen, we are first in line when it comes down to marriage recovery, when it comes to restoration. You'll be hard pressed to find 2 other people that are going to be like, yeah, it can work. We've seen the impossible become possible. We are walking miracles ourselves. But listen, before you are anyone's spouse, you are God's child. You are God's daughter. And he has so much love for you and so much desire for you to be safe and to be cared for and to be covered and to be protected. And you have not been any of those things in this current marriage. And I am so sorry that you have had to experience this. I'm so sorry that this has happened in front of your children. I'm so sorry that this has been the reality of your marriage, because this is not what God's plan was for you. I think we talked earlier about how you can't start and stop something if there's going to be change, right? I've talked about this before. Sometimes you lose the opportunity to show someone that you're better than you used to be. The reality is that he can be a much better person today. Today he can be like, listen, I will never do this again, and I am so sorry for what I've done, and I understand the weight of it, and it sits on my heart, and still not be granted another chance to show you how much improvement he has made.
Yeah, because some things are just too big of a risk.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be as big of a risk for the next person. But for you, it might just be too big of a risk. Risking your safety, I don't believe is worth it.
Yeah, and that's a tough conversation because safety is, it's not that safety is relative, but we can have this conversation with someone else and be like, listen, someone else out there sleeping with another person, I feel like my safety is also at risk with that because
Yeah.
my body is subjected to whatever the other person's body was dealing with.
Oh, that's true.
And the constant cheating, right? You have mentally broken me. Right? I don't know up from down anymore because you were constantly just racking my mind and my body and my heart and my soul because you're not steady. And so this conversation of safety is, it gets hairy, but our first thing is always going to be, hey, do you feel safe? Right? That is the determining factor in really what comes next. Because if you do not feel safe, then there's very little change that will be able to happen in that situation. Or maybe that even should happen. And you will also find, like with us, we very rarely tell people go left or go right. We will give you a million different scenarios. We will give you tools. We will give you resources. We will be your, how do I say, beacon in the darkness, right? We want to be a beacon of light at all times, but we are rarely telling people, hey, get out of there. When safety is in question, get out of there.
Yeah. And I think it's also important to note that you didn't say anything about potential change.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of the story. So we only have this to go by, and he's still in that place.
Yeah.
Right? This just happened.
I think it's really also tough because there's nuance here. Like, she talked about how he is in charge of rent, light, water bills.
Yes.
Right. So like financially, they are still connected.
Dependent. Yeah.
Right. And to be dependent on someone who is abusive and who is inconsistent. Right. It's not just as easy as, well, I'm out of here.
Right.
It rarely is, well, I can leave. And a lot of people are in positions to where it's like, I just don't have it that I can just get up and go.
Definitely.
And we don't know if that's your situation.
Right.
We just know that the reality is not everybody has the ability to leave what feels like an impossible situation. But because we serve a God who plays in the realm of what we call impossible, we know that you bring anything to him, right? And change is possible.
Yeah. This would also be the point where we would ask, what do you have?
Yeah. What do you have?
What do you have?
What
Who
is your
can
position?
you pull on? What support do you have? Because this is the time, if there was ever a time, to pull on everything else, everyone else that you have, so that you can begin to separate from him.
Yeah. We're sorry that this is your situation.
Yeah.
I wish that we had something more positive.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think the thing that we do have that's in, go ahead.
Okay.
You was about to give it something. What you have?
well, what I was going to say is that you definitely don't have to feel like your life has been a waste.
Facts. That's good, coach.
That's not a thing, right? We go through things, we learn, we grow. There are things that we have no control over, but this is something you do have control over. How you move through this, how you, I guess I'll say, escape from this. Like you said, you have peace with where things are now, and I think that's God.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
peace that you're feeling is God.
Yeah, your opportunity to just really lock in with him.
Yeah.
The form of relationship that you and God can have in this space and in this time, because he can fill the void.
Yeah.
And the reality is he needed to be in this situation from start to finish. And this is not to say that that's not your story, right? We're just talking about what we've seen at times. Yeah. The other thing that I will say is that a lot of times God has a purpose that you can find in the struggle, even though it wasn't his plan.
He's still working.
He's still working.
Yeah.
And so what you've experienced, what you were experiencing, what you were going through, you coming out on the other side is going to be a testimony for someone else. And we're praying for you. And if we can help in any way, please let us know. Okay, this is episode 2 of Fix It or Forget It. And in this specific situation, we say forget it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Until next time, I'm Coach Bear. This is Coach Sid.
Yeah.
We're going to do this again. Marriage takes effort. So put it in.